Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah, Barakatha Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shah, Bashim Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect and sincere Achaean, pushing his word, risking their lives and their freedom to do so. And Brother Mayim from the Philadelphia Church, I'm coming to you with a short dream testimonial. It started out with me and two women sneaking inside of a building that had like a lot of security measures or procedures in order for you to get in. And each time we went through to a different floor, we had to disguise, like hide the cameras, like block the cameras so they wouldn't see who we was. And we finally managed to make it to the top of the building, and we was walking through this big room. Well, it ended up just being me and a woman behind me, like I had her in like a book bag or something. Like she was behind me, and the only way she was able to get in with me was because she was close to me, like attached to my back. And when we got to the top floor, I remember walking through this big hallway with a big glass. And when I looked out the window, I saw that it was mountains out there. It was just like a beautiful scenery. And I remember telling myself like I could never live in a place like this. You know what I mean? It was like too bougie for me. It wasn't real. You know what I mean? And so when I walked through the hallway and I got into this big gymnasium, and when I got in there, it was a bunch of rich, affluent Jake in there. Movie stars, basketball players, you name it, they was in there. It was probably like 11 of them, and there's only one person that I can remember seeing their face, and that was Lecrae, and he was excited about coming to this meeting that all the stars held because they were at the time, and it was supposed to be this man that was coming that was supposed to be some type of guru who would give them the secrets to success and how we all had to assemble ourselves in a straight line when he walked in the door, and then we had to put our backs to the wall and take our notes out to take notes. So we all lined up. When he walked in, I didn't see his face. I didn't even look. I glanced over there, but I just know he was tall. And we stood on the line when he walked in, and then we all of us like walked back to the wall and leaned our backs on the wall. And once I leaned my back on the wall, I was the last one. And everybody started taking their little small notepads out. They was about to start writing or whatever. And they was about to start explaining, what type of business they in and how much money they made during the year, and basically speaking about their success in his life. And so when I was thinking to myself, like, damn, I really don't have no money here. I drive trucks for a living. Like, why am I even here? Then I start telling myself that I'm a lie. I'm gonna say I was just gonna fabricate, about how much money I was making and just to fit in. But then the spirit hopped on me and said, you know what? I'm gonna tell them the truth. I'm a man of the Lord, and I'm a Hebrew Israelite, and I'm going out there on the highways and the byways, and push this word to help to wake the elect up. And I quoted Matthew the 6th chapter when it speaks about laying up not up to Salakia 6:19, Matthew 6:19. I said, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and with these break through and steal. And I was speaking to them, telling them like the treasure of this world is not important. So as soon as I said that, the whole scenery switched. So now I'm out there in the city on a corner with Jake's out there, and I look to my left, and a friend of mine from the world, good friend of mine from the world, he got like 10 years over me or whatever, so I like respected him in the world. The first thing he say when he get out of the car, he started walking over there to me, and he was like, what good is treasure if you can't have it? Now, like basically scoffing at the precept I just quoted. And while he was walking across the street, he was eating a hot dog, and he got mustard all on his face. He got mustard all on the back of his head. He just was looking through. So when he got over there with the rest of us, he started giving them all these kind of special handshakes and shit, like you know how Jake is. Then but before he got to me, he just gave me this look of disdain, like he hated me. You know what I mean? Then when he got to me, he just gave me a regular handshake. So I already felt in my spirit that he wasn't really fucking with me like that because I was a man of the Lord, because I was speaking about laying up treasures in heaven where moth and rust doeth not corrupt. So when I woke up in the morning, I really didn't understand the dream. And I spoke to my Reb on the phone, and I told her the dream. And then after I got finished speaking to her, I sat down and I pondered on the dream a little more. And then I said, let me bring some precepts out, because I started figuring out what the woman was, behind my back, which was wisdom. And I start thinking about scoffers. In the last days, there will be scoffers. And I start thinking about, a prophet is not without honor in his own home. And all those things manifested themselves inside the dream. So I'm going to bring out the first precept is Matthew 6, verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and with these break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and with these do not break through and steal. You see? Because these people in this world, they can't measure the amount of money we have. They can't see past their face. When you start speaking about treasures in heaven, first of all, they don't even know what heaven is. They think heaven is a place that when you pass away, you go either you go to hell or heaven. The Sleazy E has spiritually damaged our people, to the point where when you hear the truth, it's like the only thing they could do is think is a damn lie. Let me get this precept real quick. I think it's Genesis 49. Psalms 49. It says right here, Psalms 49, verse 6, they that trust in their wealth and boast themselves in the multitude of their riches, none of them can by any means redeem his brother, nor give to the heavenly Father a ransom for him. So, when the day come, when those chariots crack the clouds, all those jakes that worried about laying up themselves treasures on earth, you're not going to be able to cash out a chariot, to get on there. So all their works was in vain. And if you can't see that we living in the end times, the Lord got a bullseye on your back. Now, if I would have heard this truth 20 years ago, when society was flourishing, when you could basically attain a riches here, money was worth more. Then the people were more happier. It was like a lot going on. If you'd have told me this truth back then, I wouldn't have heard it. You know what I mean? But right now, the signs are obvious that we at the end. We at the end of Sleazy E's kingdom. Let me get the next precept. Is Mark 6 and Mark the 6th chapter. It says Mark 6 verse 3. Is not this the carpenter, the son of Mary, the brother of James, and Jose, and of Judah and Simon, and are not his sister here with us? And they were offended at him. But Yahushua said unto them, a prophet is without honor, but in his own country, and among his own kin, and in his own house. You see? And although I knew that my friend of mine from the world, I knew him. He knew me. He knew my mom, my father, my brothers, my whole family. They're not going to respect you when you try to give them this truth, because they saw your beginnings, and they just think that you really don't know what you're talking about. But the Lord said He's going to choose the weak to confound the wise. We fools to this world, and the last people that we're going to get, to hear this truth is the people that we know. It says 2 Peter's 3, 2 Peter's the 3rd chapter. Right here, 2 Peter's 3, verse 3. Know this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lust, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of creation. You see, because the sentence against the evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the hearts of men is fully set unto do evil. See, because there's no judgment for doing wickedness, and they feel like the kingdom of heaven is far away. It was a myth. They're gonna scoff at what we want, or what we're preaching about, and continue in their own lust. and to their own demise. See, this truth is only for the elect, and the truth be told, you know, a lot of our family members and our friends gonna eat a missile, and that's just what the way the Lord planned it. And we gotta say through Yahbashim Yahushua continually, for waking us up out of the deep sleep that we were in, and giving us the spirit, to research the scriptures, and giving us the confidence and the ability to go out there on the highways and the byways and push this truth. Because everybody don't get this chance. We got like 8 billion people in the world, and the Lord considered us, to show favor to us. So we got to continue to be thankful. But this walking this path is not going to be easy. You're going to lose people on the way. It's continual sorrow. You're going to get sleep deprivation. You're going to be plagued with thoughts. You're going to lose families. You're going to lose friends. So, it's a price you got to pay, for walking in this truth, for pushing his word. That straight gate, the fire. Many are called, but few are chosen. We just got to pray and hope that, the Lord put it in the plans for us to endure until the end, because it's not of our will. It's all of Yahweh Shah. So I pray and hope this lesson was edifying to the next time. Shalom.